If someone calls me up with depression and anxiety, there are, as we know, various psychological approaches to that you can go to a psychotherapist for. Uh, but a lot of people do go to psychotherapists and therapists, and they may be great, but it still doesn't solve their problem, and so then they end up on some kind of pharmaceutical. And I don't object to anything actually. I'm just concerned or focused on trying to help the person in the best possible way, in the least toxic way, and perhaps the least pharmaceutical way, because ultimately that can have side effects. So for depression, let's take the word itself, depression. It's an energy drop, right? People are depressed, oh, they don't have any energy, right? Something drops out. And there's various reasons for that. Oftentimes it's trauma, and trauma can be cleared from the body. It's almost like trauma is like strange particles of negativity come into the field, and they literally need to be vacuumed back out, right? So certain people who are depressed might just be overwhelmed, right? They just don't even know how to function. So you can give them energy in different ways. You can strengthen their organs, their glands, and that's done with the mind, right? That's done by connecting to their central nervous system, their peripheral nervous system. There's 5 nervous systems actually. And with the mind, you can go and you can touch it in a certain way that releases the negative charge that's built up. And that's the other side of the equation. Depressed people are often, the negative has outweighed the positive, and it's overwhelming, and they don't know what to do about it and can't seem to get out from under it. So there are ways to neutralize negative charge. We do it all the time. I'm sure you've talked someone down who is angry, right? They're full of charge, and you say, oh, well, actually, your wallet is, I saw it in the car. And they're, oh, really? They're not angry anymore, right? Because you just help them understand better the situation, and that released the charge. So some situations are a lot more complicated. To find what's the real negative charge in there is more elusive. So people who are depressed, they don't know why they're depressed. So it's an energy phenomenon. There's a trick of the mind that's going on as well. There's a lack of Shakti or energy that's happening. There's often misperceptions. There's all sorts of things that could be the problem. So what one has to do is figure out what are these weaknesses, and there's a whole art to that, and to translate that into strengths. So if the person had 18 different things that were making them weak, in an hour's time, you could maybe correct all 18 of them or a lot of them, and that would have a significant shift in the person's experience of themselves.